Cyclone Oma could approach southern Queensland coast from a Thursday. That is some information coming out of the Bureau of Meteorology here in Queensland. And for Wednesday, the 20th of February 2019, welcome to the latest from Force 13's Australia Oceania channel on what is Tropical Cyclone Cat 3 Oma. And this is some of the weather over in New Caledonia. It's now looking more likely that Cyclone Oma could approach Brisbane and the South Queensland coast, but a lot of uncertainty remains. The system that brought devastating record-breaking rain to North Queensland a fortnight ago is refusing to go away. Hazardous surf warning is in place for the Capricornia coast right down to the New South Wales Queensland border, including both Moreton Bay and Hervey Bays. This is the area under the warning. At 5 a.m, Tropical Cyclone Oma lies in the northeast Coral Sea, about 1120 kilometres northeast of Brisbane, and it's expected to move to the southwest over the next few days, generating an increasing east to northeasterly swell over southern Queensland beaches. However, water levels on the high tide may exceed the highest tide of the year by about half a metre on this morning's high tide, and may exceed the highest tide of the year by around 1 metre on the morning high tides on Thursday and Friday mornings, and locations which may be affected: the Gold Coast, Aboriginal, Moreton Island, Noosa Heads, Caloundra and the Rainbow Beach. Hazardous surf warning is in place for Tamai, the Byron and Goffs coasts in New South Wales. Now this is the Bureau of Meteorology's current chart on the cyclone, and this is via the Tropical Cyclone Warning Centre here in Brisbane, and the Joint Typhoon Warning Centre. This is their latest chart on the system. And coming up is the life of the cyclone. It's the satellite imagery. Joint Typhoon Warning Centre has Oma near 21.1 south, 161.5 east. Maximum sustained winds 75 knots, gusting 90. And is currently located around 606 nautical miles northeast of Brisbane, tracking south-southwest at 7 knots over the last 6 hours. The Bureau of Meteorology will update various warnings within the next couple of hours. Animated enhanced infrared satellite imagery depicts tightly curved deep convective banding wrapping into a large ragged eye. A 37 GHz microwave image reveals the low-level circulation centre. High confidence. The initial intensity remains at 75 knots on the conservative side of VORAC current intensity estimates, ranging from 4.5 to 5 77 to 90 knots from the PG, TWK and ES respectively. Upper level analysis indicates low 5 to 15 knots vertical wind shear, strong poleward outflow, weak equatorward outflow. The cyclone is forecast to track southwest through the next 36 hours and along the western periphery of a subtropical ridge, and after the 36-hour mark the system should turn southward toward a break in the steering ridge associated with a deep shortwave trough to the south. After 48 hours there is still high uncertainty as the mentioned shortwave trough shifts east and deepens over New Zealand around the 72-hour mark. The system may become quasi-stationary yet again in a more unfavourable environment of low sea surface temperatures, convergent westerlies, higher wind shear causing it to gradually dissipate. Therefore there is low confidence in the Joint Typhoon Warning Centre's forecast track and intensity after 48 hours. Maximum significant wave height remains 25 feet. So the JTWC echoes what the Bureau is saying, much uncertainty. Now we have a look at various models, the tracks. Caution needs to be applied when viewing non-official weather sources as the information does change. The models are run numerous times. EPS track guidance, and the Bureau of Meteorology is in for a busy time. They have a strong wind warning in place for Thursday, Capricornia Coast, Harvey Bay, Fraser Island Coast, Sunshine Coast waters, Moreton Bay, Gold Coast waters. That's for Thursday. Now we have a look at instability from 10 AM through to the same period on Thursday. Bureau of Meteorology in New South Wales has a hazardous surf warning in place for the Byron and Goffs case. I mentioned that earlier this morning. South Australia has a initial flood warning for inland rivers. South Australia, the Diamantina River, storm probability. So South Australia has got a flood warning. And strong wind warning, Bank Strait, Franklin Sound, east of the Flinders Island, south east, southwest coast, small craft alert, southwest lakes, and the Bureau's cancelled the upper east, central west coast warnings. And a similar one will be in place tomorrow. Nothing going on in the Northern Territory. Fire weather warning, WA, Gascoyne Inland Fire Weather Districts, and a marine wind warning, strong wind warning, Esperance Coast. The Bureau's 12-hourly rainfall, and the rainfall scale, right hand side of the screen, the picture will develop. Now we have a look at the total forecast of rain. And it's the blue up to the pink. And considering that I'm here in the southeast corner of Queensland, it's the area south of Gladstone, right down into northern rivers of New South Wales. Force 13's AU channel, the main channel, will continue to bring the latest information on Tropical Cyclone Oma, Cat 3.
You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com, our YouTube page youtube.com/Force13, on Facebook under the same name Force13, and our Twitter handle, it's @Force13 if you wish to get in touch. You can also add Force 13 on Skype and my personal account on Discord, Fool13, at extension 9094.